Hey everyone, and welcome to English Podcast Lab. I'm your host, Mark. Today, we're tackling a universal challenge that many of us face, whether we're students, professionals, or just managing daily life, dealing with piled up tasks or an overwhelming workload. It's that feeling when your to-do list seems endless, emails are multiplying, and deadlines are looming. This situation can easily lead to stress, anxiety, and even burnout. We've all been there, feeling the pressure mount as assignments, projects, or chores accumulate. Understanding how to navigate this common scenario is not just crucial for your well-being, but it's also an excellent topic to practice for the IELTS speaking test. You might be asked about how you handle pressure, manage your studies or work, or describe a challenging situation. Discussing piled-up tasks effectively demonstrates your ability to talk about problem-solving, time management, and resilience. Tasks pile up is often caused by a combination of factors, perhaps a sudden increase in responsibilities, underestimating the time needed for certain tasks, or falling into the trap of procrastination. Procrastination, the act of delaying or postponing tasks, is a major culprit here. It might feel good in the short term, but it invariably leads to more stress down the line. Another factor can be a lack of effective time management strategies, where we don't properly prioritize what needs to be done. But how do we effectively cope with an overwhelming workload? A common approach is to break down tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. Instead of seeing one giant essay to write, focus on research introduction, then draft body paragraph 1, and so on. This makes the overall task less daunting. Prioritization is also key. Use tools like a to-do list or a planner to identify the most urgent and important tasks, focusing on these first. Additionally, avoid distractions. In today's digital age, constant notifications can easily derail our focus. Setting aside dedicated, distraction-free work blocks can significantly boost productivity. Don't be afraid to delegate if you can, or ask for help when you're genuinely overwhelmed. It's not a sign of weakness, but a smart strategy. For the IELTS speaking test, when discussing piled-up tasks, you can talk about the common causes, the feelings it evokes, and most importantly, the specific strategies you employ to overcome it. Using vocabulary related to organization, stress management, and problem solving will significantly enhance your score. For instance, you could describe a time you felt overwhelmed and how you successfully navigated that period, emphasizing your resilience and problem-solving skills. Dealing with piled-up tasks is an ongoing learning process. By understanding the causes and implementing proactive strategies, we can turn a daunting situation into an opportunity for growth and increased efficiency. Vocabulary breakdown. Now, let's delve into some key vocabulary that will help you articulate these ideas even more effectively. Piled up tasks. Noun phrase, a large quantity of work, assignments, or chores that have accumulated and need to be done. Example, I spent my entire weekend trying to catch up on my piled-up tasks before the new week began. Overwhelming workload. Noun phrase, a quantity of work that is too large or too difficult to handle. Example, the project had such an overwhelming workload that we had to work overtime for weeks. Deadline. Noun, the latest time or date by which something should be completed. Example, I'm under a lot of pressure to meet the deadline for my presentation tomorrow. Anxiety. Noun, a feeling of worrying, nervousness, or unease, typically about an event or something with an uncertain outcome. Example, the thought of all my unfinished assignments caused me a lot of anxiety. Burnout. Noun, physical or mental collapse caused by overwork or stress. Example, to avoid burnout, it's important to take regular breaks and manage your workload. Time management. Noun phrase, the ability to use one's time effectively or productively, especially at work or in study. Example, good time management skills are highly valued by employers. Procrastination. Noun, the action of delaying or postponing something. Example, my biggest challenge is overcoming procrastination when I have a difficult essay to write. Prioritize. Verb, to designate or treat something as more important than other things. Example, before starting work, I always prioritize my tasks from most urgent to least. Cope with. Phrasal verb, to deal effectively with something difficult. Example, it's important to learn healthy ways to cope with stress. Break down tasks. Verb phrase, to divide a large task into smaller, more manageable parts. Example, when faced with a big project, I always break down the tasks into daily goals. Productivity. Noun, the rate at which a company, country, or person manufactures goods, harvests produce, or does work, here personal output or efficiency. Example, reducing distractions significantly increased my productivity during study sessions. Delegate. Verb, to entrust a task or responsibility to another person, typically one who is less senior than oneself. Example, managers who can delegate effectively often have more time for strategic planning. And with that, we've come to the end of today's episode on managing piled-up tasks. I hope the strategies and vocabulary discussed today will empower you to tackle your own workloads with greater confidence and efficiency, whether it's for your studies, work, or daily life. Remember, taking control of your tasks means taking control of your peace of mind. Thank you for joining me here at English Podcast Lab. Keep practicing your English, and I'll catch you in the next episode for more insights and language tips. Until then, stay productive and stress-free.